Welcome to Huddersfield, a large town located in West Yorkshire and home to a variety of different characters. This is Greenhead Park, one of the largest parks within the town, and is often filled with students from university and nearby colleges. When they're not sunbathing in Greenhead, they'll be getting ready for a night out at their favourite club. The music and DJ culture has been a major part of student life for as long as anyone can remember. Students are always looking forward to a night out with good tunes, but in terms of creating music there isn't much opportunity for young aspiring creators to come up and make a name for themselves within the town. This is where social media such as SoundCloud becomes a major aspect in assisting in exposure for self-made music, and just makes the industry more accessible overall no matter where you live. However, with the introduction of these websites, it has simultaneously made the industry more saturated and harder to get noticed amongst the ever-growing crowd. Due to the size and notoriety of Huddersfield town, the nightlife here is considerably less than that of a place like Leeds. We only have a handful of venues that allow up-and-coming DJs to perform and gain any sort of local exposure. To name some of these venues, there's Otto, Zetland, and Tokyo. At night, these venues are filled with students, young adults, and DJs. It's common to see local DJs playing sets at places like these to earn themselves a bit of cash and exposure amongst youths. Young people focusing their time and effort in the creation of music is more beneficial to themselves, as well as society, as opposed to them potentially choosing a more damaging and dangerous path that many young people have found themselves going down. With street violence between youths on the rise, music is something we can all come together and appreciate. To get a greater insight into the world of DJs and music producing, we approached Alex Ross. Alex Ross is a DJ that lives locally but has found success worldwide through the use of online platforms. He agreed to give up to 30 minutes of his time for an in-depth interview at Huddersfield New College regarding his experiences as a DJ. Here's what he had to say.
Oh, good. So like I was a DJ first, and I was playing out in clubs, and a lot of the tracks that I wanted to play I couldn't play because they didn't have the right hype about them, so I just used to start messing around with them. I realised that if I put them on SoundCloud, other people could use them. So I built it that way rather than, for instance, social media in terms of Facebook and Twitter. I think music production in general, with everything being on YouTube in terms of tutorials, which is how I taught myself. I didn't go to college, I didn't go to any classes or anything. That's made it harder to get recognised, but we are also in an era where you don't have to have 10, 20 grand to go to a studio. You can buy one, you can make your own, you can just put in some headphones on a laptop. Whereas in 20, 30 years ago, unless you had the cash, you couldn't afford to go to a studio, a big studio with an engineer, pay the engineer for the day, pay the studio hire, and then use all the equipment, because none of you know what you were doing anyway, so you'd have to pay the engineer. Music production's come a long way, everyone's having a go at it, whether that's good or not, and it's saturated with a lot of shit. Spotify is the devil's advocate. People aren't buying songs anymore, they're streaming, but you might get a lot more streams than you've ever got downloads, so it kind of works out sometimes. People that used to rip music off LimeWire and stuff like that for free might just get a Spotify subscription instead now. So you there's not as much money in streaming, but there could be more of it. You do get paid, it's not a lot. I think it works out at 0.05 pence per stream. So for 1,000 you're getting about £5. On sales you'd get 99p, 79p a record. The artist would see 20p of that, 15p maybe. Whereas at a streaming, it's 0.05p a stream. The artist sees probably less than a penny. So you have to be doing millions like Justin Bieber, Rihanna, Drake to even see anything. I always say I started about 19 producing. It is tough. I started at a point where there was not many people doing what I was doing in terms of bootlegging and doing, you know, remixes. And I've got to here, and then everyone that started now is instantly there anyway, so like we're all still competing at this point. Well, yeah, for my age I'm making like, what, I was 16, 17, I was making like 150 quid a party. So imagine being 16-year-old, your mates are all doing a paper round for £7 a week, and you're making 150 quid. For doing 4 or 5 hours playing music. Some kid sets up a YouTube channel and thinks, oh, I can make a quick buck off this. Finds loads of good music from the artists that really can't be arsed uploading their own music, or keep getting stung with copyright takedown notices. They upload it, they get all the revenue from the streams, and if they're lucky and they dodge all the copyrights, they can make some money from it. Chill Sounds or something like that, or Latest Sounds, got about 15 million, got taken down and then got re-uploaded again, and now it's on about 20 million. They were all really small channels, like when I was starting out, and I was just like, yeah, of course you can take my tune, yeah, take it. Sending it them all, not thinking anything. Now they're absolutely fucking massive. That's one of my biggest downfalls, is I don't have time for social media. I think if you're a one-man band like me, you've got to do all your own social media. You've got to do your own music production, DJing, gigs, artwork, whatever. There's not enough time in the day to then start smashing Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's just a whole new job in itself. That's one thing I would say to anyone that's aspiring to do it, is if you can be arsed and you have the time and you just don't sleep, then yes, you need to smash social media. You're like, right, shit, I need to get up early, but then if you get up early, like, there's no you'll know there's no creativity at fucking 11 o'clock in the morning. You're best creative at 4 AM when you're in the studio on your laptop. So many avenues you can go down, do a vlog, get interactivity daily. Then I realised that these vlogs are taking me more than a day to edit, because I'm shit with video. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do a vlog every day. I said on the video, I'm gonna do a vlog every day. I'm like, fuck.
Every day for the next year, I'm gonna vlog my entire journey.
Jesus Christ. If I did a vlog every day, I'd get no music done, no DJing done, nothing. I'm just doing them at key points. So I did the first one when I was walking my dog. Then I did the second one when I signed a record deal. If I had a hit record or something just popped off in one of the videos, you might get a massive influx, and there's loads of back stuff to watch for them. There's loads of other videos that they can watch back on. And no labels really took me seriously. They always saw me as always Alex Ross, that guy who bootlegs songs on SoundCloud and YouTube. I mean, Huddersfield's got one of the biggest universities, 3 colleges. A lot of the students that I go to uni that would normally go out and party are now thinking, shit, I've paid fucking 20 grand for this course, I need to learn. You don't have the typical, let's go to uni and just get pissed and wankered and go out on a night out students anymore. You can't just say, right, I'm going to DJ in one spot in Huddersfield and hope that my name takes off. You need to be doing that one spot in Huddersfield. You need to be doing videos on Facebook. You need to be doing competitions and retweets and stuff like that on Twitter. You need to be putting your music on SoundCloud, sorry. You need to be sending your music to DJs around the world to try and get them playing it in Ibiza and wherever else, Croatia, and then you hope that one of them bites. That's the best way, but is there enough time in the day? I don't know.
The music scene in Huddersfield, like any other location, is quite challenging. However, no matter where you're from, utilising the proper tools and methods, you can succeed in getting yourself out there, and Alex Ross is proof of that. The immense effort and energy invested into building yourself up locally and online is a proven way to occupy young people's time in a positive light.